Hey, Mr. Wonka, thank you for the follow.
His Royal Highness.
Hey.
Huh. Where's His Majesty, Ferid?
He went out through the back. He's a busy man, you know.
Never mind that. Kyle, where have you been?
Me? Nowhere. Just wanted to see the prince, that's all.
That's all? Do you always take your duty so lightly?
Your Royal Highness. Sir, you must be exhausted after your inspection of Lord Lake. Actually, I should have accompanied you on your trip, but His Majesty didn't give me the order.
Of course he didn't. After all, Lord Lake is your hometown, isn't it, Galleon? Ferid wouldn't make you go there. The guy's not heartless, you know.
Yes, but I have already been back there once. His Majesty needn't protect me.
But Galleon, I don't see how you could ever come to terms with it.
It's been 2 years, but the Queen still won't even let them rebuild. Man, talk about heartless.
Hold your tongue, Kyle.
Alenia?
Her Majesty imposed a suitable punishment on those traitors, plain and simple. She did what a queen has to do. And we, the Queen's Knights, have no business second-guessing her.
Yeah, that's what you say, Alenia, but...
Silence, Kyle. No matter the circumstances, the fact remains that the people of Lord Lake committed treason. They must serve their penance.
I'm sorry, guys, but I think the Queen went way too far.
Kyle, how dare you disrespect our Queen! The Sun Rune is proof enough that this nation and Her Majesty have Heaven's divine blessing. It's only natural the rune's judgment would come down on anyone who dares defy Her Majesty's authority. If you ask me, I don't think Her Majesty has used the Sun Rune enough.
Yeah, right. You're starting to sound just like Lord Godwin. And on that note, I don't know if I can trust a knight who's merely a pawn of the Godwin family.
Insolent fool! You're one to talk, seeing how you're just a mouthpiece for the Boros family!
Ridiculous. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That will be enough. Do you realize how disgracefully you're acting in front of His Royal Highness? We are terribly sorry, Your Highness.
No, that's all right.
You are most kind, Your Highness. But we should be protecting the royal family, not getting involved in private quarrels that might affect our duties. Kyle, especially you.
Huh? Me?
Your manner of speaking sounds like criticism of Her Majesty. You should restrain yourself a little.
That's all right, Zahak. Please, everybody, continue.
Your commandership.
Don't mind me. As you were. As you all know, Her Majesty has been troubled ever since the split between the two factions of the Senate. The Godwin faction has been gaining more and more power recently, which has caused Her Majesty much anguish. At a time like this, Her Majesty wants true loyalty from us, the Queen's Knights. Some people may believe that knights must give absolute obedience to their master. But that's not true loyalty. True loyalty means being able to speak openly about what you think is right and what you think is wrong. Of course, I'd be upset with any fool who thought he could criticize Her Majesty wherever and whenever he wanted. But at the very least, in this room, I want us to be able to express our views openly, without fear of reprisal. Now, if there are any constructive opinions you'd like to share with Her Majesty, I'd be happy to pass them on for you. Understood?
Yes, sire!
Leon,
Your Majesty?
when you two have thoughts and ideas of your own, please don't be shy about sharing them with us. The Queen's Knights are known for their artistry with a blade, but they also have much wisdom and insight to impart. Be wise and heed their words.
Yes, sire.
Sounds like the Godwins want us to use the Sun Rune to become a powerful force and broaden the country's borders. Pharaoh's faction is aiming for domestic and foreign stability without the use of runes, eh? The country has its share of conflicts among its nobles. It's much worse here because of the runes. Particularly sad that the Queen's own knights can't even agree. Since his commandership feels we should express our views, I personally feel his commandership's actions are taking idealism to an extreme. What Falena really needs are disciplined Queen's knights, ready to act upon the will of Her Majesty. A word, if you will, Prince Caslo. His Majesty Ferid says the House of Godwin is responsible for all our troubles. You believe that too? I really don't know. Godwins care about our country's future. The only reason they want to put the Sun Rune to use. It's absurd to think they're playing tricks with Their Majesty. No, we have to look out for the House of Barrows. Their fear of change is putting our country at risk. Your Highness, I thank you for voicing concern to Her Majesty regarding the situation at Lord Lake. Truly grateful. So, Prince, did you notice anything unusual about George on your trip? Huh? What do you mean? It's not like this is a bad thing. But we still don't know too much about George. Not one of the Queen's knights can match his skill in combat without runes. Except maybe His Majesty Ferid. Also, I heard a rumor that before George came to Falena, he served as a general in a land far to the north. Makes me wonder about his connection to His Majesty. So what convinced him to bring George here? Hey, there you are. Have you seen your sister yet? I haven't seen her yet. Well, I think you should check her. I know you're tired, but I'm begging you, please check in on her, for my ear's sake. Alright, so I assume maybe now we go back to her room? Or there it is.
Hey, has anybody seen my brother in here? Princess? Oh, brother! Oh, brother! brother!
Yikes, quite a welcome there.
Gee, the princess sure is crazy about her big brother, huh?
I'm home, Lim.
Oh, welcome back! I missed you so much! Princess! Did you find your brother?
Who dis?
Oh, my.
Hello, Miakus.
Well, hello. Welcome home, Prince. You know, the two of you standing there like that, you look just like an armadillo father and daughter. Yep.
Oh boy, there she goes with that nonsense again.
Miakus? I need to remind you, you're my bodyguard. You're not bad-mouthing me, are you? No, of course not. Your Highness was imagining things. Huh. Things are never dull when you're around, Lim. Oh, Father, it's you. Caslo. You already came to see Father and didn't bother to come see me? How dare you? Now. Don't be so hard on your brother. Caslo was looking for you too, you know. My father, I wanted to see him so bad. He's always off on some inspection or something these days. He's never around. He's probably going off someplace again tomorrow, isn't he? Well, not exactly tomorrow. He'll be here for a while yet. Well, okay, that's good at least. But you really keep Caslo busy, don't you? Where's he going to next? Since he just got back, thought I'd wait a while to tell him. But I guess it couldn't hurt to let him know. Caslo, I'll be sending you to Stormfist to check on the preparations for the Sacred Games. The Sacred Games? Oh, that big fighting tournament? The one that's going to decide who my husband's going to be? That? Well, yes. Your Majesty? Not quite on board with the idea, are you yet? Are you, Your Majesty? Of course not. She's far too young. But she's our nation's princess. It's her sacred duty. There's nothing we can do about it. Well, to be fair, Your Majesty wouldn't be here today if you hadn't won the last games. Hey, Caslo, what about you? Would you hate it if I had a fiance too? Of course I'd hate it. You would, huh? Anyway, I wonder who's going to win. What kind of man will the princess end up with? Keeping the list of applicants over at the Senate. Not that I have any interest in reading it, mind you. Well, I want to see it. Don't you, Princess? I bet you do. Well, maybe I'm a little curious. Oh, can I see? Me too, please. Then it's settled. Come on, Prince. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Come on, let's go read about your future brother-in-law. Alright, we're off to the Senate Hall then. Just wish I knew where the Senate Hall was. I heard what you were saying. Sounds like fun. Oh, Lady Silides. Welcome back. Oh, Auntie Silides. Huh? I thought you were asleep in your room. Oh, I was, off in Dreamland, in my nice, warm, comfy bed. Then all of a sudden... Where's Caslo? That was you, wasn't it? Lim, Miakus, You completely woke me up. Lady Silides, let me clarify things. Princess was the one doing all the shouting. I was just there. Hey, Miakus. What? It's true. Why, you... Well, isn't it kind of your fault, Auntie Silides? Sleeping in the middle of the day like that? Caslo, Leon, George. And George just got back, too. But you don't see them just lying around. Maybe your age is catching up with you. Lim, your Auntie Silides couldn't hear you so well just now. Could you please repeat what you just said? Eek! Caslo, Auntie Silides is scaring me. Alright, that's enough, Auntie. Ah, you never change. You're always so lenient with that sister of yours. Don't worry. I'm on your side, Lady Silides. Of course, I'm on the princess's side, too. Can't you just pick one? Come on. Both so beautiful. Well, cute in your case. How could I possibly choose? Kyle, do you have any plans to grow up anytime soon? Anyway, forget it. I'm awake now, whether I like it or not. You guys are going to the Senate Hall to see the list of applicants for the Sacred Games, right? I'll go with you. Nothing better than a day out with all these beautiful ladies and cute girls. Am I right, Prince? Less talking, more walking. Let's move it. Alright, where's the Senate chamber? His Highness, Her Highness, there you see the leads. Why are so many of you here at once? Is there some kind of emergency? No, we're just being nosy. That's right. Oh, I see. I wouldn't call it nosy, Princess. We're talking about your future husband here. Oh, right. Weird. Engagement, future husband. It all seems like some foreign language to me. Well, Alright, sorry. Well, as you probably overheard, we're on no official business whatsoever. Can we come in? Of course. Please proceed. Oh, Princess! Lady Saya leads. His Highness the Prince, too. Well, there's no need for that, everyone. At ease, relax. Don't mind us, we're just passing through. Please, carry on. Yes, Lady Saya leads. There aren't many people around here today, are there? I heard the Senate is in recess because of preparations for the Sacred Games. Guess most of the nobles are out on vacation. It just leaves a couple of officials here and there. Well, one of them's got to have a list. Find it and go home. Or hey, you could hang around here and gossip all day about who's backstabbing who. Oh my, so many members of the royal family all together in a place like this. How unusual. Welcome. What's that? The list of applicants for the Sacred Games? So sorry, Prince. The clerk in charge of the list is on break right now. I'll send someone down to bring them back right away. You could just wait a moment, Your Highness. We're supposed to go down here.
Oh, if it isn't the princess! A most fortuitous meeting, yes, yes. And Her Royal Highness Saya leads, and His Royal Highness the Prince. Oh, and I see Kyle is with you too. Oh, such a pleasure to run into so many people that I usually don't get a chance to see. Oh, yes, indeed. I, Solemn Burrows, am a very lucky man today, if I do say so myself. Yes.
Hello?
Oh, my, Your Royal Highness. You do sound a tad fatigued, yes. Come to think of it, you and Her Royal Highness Sialeeds just got back from an inspection visit. Did you not, sir? Oh, no wonder you're so exhausted then.
So, Lord Barrows, why have you graced us with your presence today? What business would bring a man of your stature all the way here? The Senate's in recess, after all.
A man of my stature? Oh no, oh my, you're far too kind. Indeed, though it's true I've been made the head of my faction, I'm little more than a glorified facilitator. And now that the Senate is out of session, I have to run about on little errands attending to trivial details.
Come on, Dad, hurry up. Let me say hello to the princess, too.
Ah, Yoram, my, sorry about that, son.
Greetings, everyone. I trust you are all well. I am Yoram Barrows, son of the great Solemn Barrows. Ah, fair princess, do you remember me, perchance?
Yes. We met a few times at the Sun Palace banquets, I think.
Oh, princess, you do remember me. My, I am truly the happiest man alive. And I, too, have never once, no, not for one day, no, not even for one moment, forgotten how you looked. And now, with the elegant object of my affection standing before me, oh, my heart is about to flutter away. Oh, princess, you are like a precious gem in the heavens that someone such as I could never ever hope to reach. But please, if you would just permit me to kiss that ever so lovely hand of yours,
That's more than enough of that. Mia Keys, where'd you come from?
Just in time.
The only gentlemen allowed to touch the princess are His Majesty Ferid and His Royal Highness the Prince. If you still insist on doing so, you'd better be prepared for the consequences.
Consequences?
The waters of the Feitas River are really cold, you know.
I'm so sorry. Her beauty must have dazzled me so that I lost my wits. Please forgive me. But allow me this, your loveliness. Allow me to predict our future, with all those present as our witnesses. I, your Barrows, will someday be the third man to touch you. That didn't come off bad at all. What are you talking about? Speaks of the sacred games, princess. He's one of the applicants, you see. I see. Fierce competitors will gather from all over the country, from beyond its borders even. But I do not fear them. In your name, princess, victory shall be mine. Wow, you must be stronger than you look. Can you really, swing a sword? Her Highness Jess. A sword? Me? I'm no barbarian. We have found a mighty champion to carve my way to your heart. My heart's not going anyplace for a wimp like you. A wimp? What, your Royal Highness? You want to be my husband? Why don't you earn the right yourself, like my father did? Hey Lim, I understand how you feel, but the long-standing tradition that one may have a representative compete in the tournament for him. Otherwise, noble Falena's royal family would be filled with barbarians who are good at only one thing: fighting. Not to call His Majesty Ferid a barbarian by any means. Please don't misunderstand me. Princess, there's no need for such animosity. When Yoram wins your hand, we'll be the one supporting you, backing you. You and I shall be allies. Sure you know of Her Majesty's difficulties with the Godwin faction. I'm a senator too, you know. And let's not mince words. Lord Godwin is a bloodthirsty maniac. Thinks only of wringing more taxes from the people, expanding our army, pressing rebellion. and he would subjugate our neighbors with the Sun Rune himself. Use it to rule the world. We cannot hold back his lunacy. The enemies will multiply, here and abroad. Falena will fall apart. Together, you and I can stem the tide of his madness. But that's only if Irem's champion can win the games. We understand each other then. Oh my. You must be getting old, all this rambling. You must all be so weary of me. I should take my leave then. Sir Kyle, young man. We expect great things from you. Yeah, thanks. Princess, we shall meet again, for such is our destiny. I'm so tired all of a sudden. Sir Kyle, young man. What are we, best buds? That old man's too glib for his own good. Caslo, Lim, what did you think? I can't quite trust him. Me neither. He's too slick. He must have rehearsed that whole thing. He didn't mean a word of it. He just wants to use me, that's all. Well, if you're that sharp, we shouldn't have to worry about him. Really? But what if that boy's fighter wins the competition? Don't jinx it, Miakus. But she's right, isn't she? If Hiram wins, he'll be the next commander of the Queen's Knights after Ferid. If that happens, I'm out. No way I'm serving under that guy. Let's just hope someone else out there steps up and wins the games. Alright, let's see if we can go upstairs and get that list finally. Oh, Your Highness. Clerk in charge of the list is finally back. Please, go on inside. God, that was time-consuming. Good heavens, the princess. And Lady Sayaleeds. And His Highness the Prince, too. So very sorry to have kept you waiting, Your Highness. Sorry, we should have warned you. Hear that, Miakus? Yeah, we really should have been more considerate. Leon, what were you thinking? What? Me? Miakus, be nice. Listen to your princess, Miakus. Right, so I hope we're not interrupting anything. Can we just see it, please? Yes, Lady Sayaleeds. Yes, Your Highness, right away. Wow, quite a few of them. Let's have a look. How many entrants are there in all? Let's see, we have about 70 applications here. $70? That many? Oh, you're really popular, aren't you, Princess? Is that really a good thing? I mean, what if they're all like the Urim Barrows guy? Don't worry, Princess. It's one of a kind, if you ask me. After the final screening process and the royal family's approval, the final number of competitors ought to be about 30. So what kind of suckers, brave warriors, do we have? Next dragon cavalry soldier, a Lindworm mercenary, and even a disciple of Master Hyatt from Kanakan. Wow, what an amazing lineup. Oh. So he applied too, huh? Anything wrong, Lady Sileeds? No, I just found a name that brings back a few memories. That's all. See? Giselle Godwin. Lord Godwin's son. Oh. Lady Sileeds. My ex-fiancé wants to marry my niece. This'll be awkward. Fiancé? Oh, right. You were little back then. But you didn't know. What? You didn't know either, Leon? It's the first I've heard of it. I thought the last Sacred Games were 16 years ago. They were, but those were for Arshtat, not me. She was the one in line for the throne. I didn't get any games. Oh. Anyway, it's ancient history. Let's not get all flustered over some petty political matchup from years ago. Besides, we were the ones who called it off. It wouldn't have worked out. I've seen Giselle Godwin once or twice at banquets. He looked, well, much better than Urim Barrows, that's for sure. Him and Aunt Sileeds, huh? I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm telling you, it really doesn't matter anymore. Don't worry about it, okay? So, who's the man to beat this time? Pardon, Lady Sileeds? I really couldn't say, Your Highness. Probably either Giselle or Urim. They can both afford really strong champions. You never know. So a commoner might come out of nowhere and save the day. We'll find out when it happens. Remember what happened at the last Sacred Games. Everyone thought the finalists would be Godwin and Barrows. And then boom, along come Ferid. Exciting, eh, Princess? I don't know. It still feels like it doesn't have anything to do with me. Like something out of a storybook. Thanks. I hope we didn't bother you too much. No, Lady Sileeds. It was our pleasure. No bother at all. When the list is officially complete, bring it to the Sun Palace right away. Good. Please do that. Yes, Your Highness. Alright, so I guess we're done with that. It's at that time already. Princess, you should get back to your room. Time for your afternoon studies. Yes, I guess you're right. Alright then, study hard. Okay, I will. I keep studying as hard as I can. Maybe I can be a great queen. Maybe I can be as great a queen as Mother someday. Caslo, I want to stay with you, but it looks like I've got to be a princess. Please come see me when you can. Every second you're away. You'll see him at dinner. Don't be such a drama queen. Why do you always do that, Auntie? Why do you always ruin the mood? Come on, Miakis. Yes, Princess. See you later, Prince. I guess I'll go back too. Get more sleep. Sweet dreams, Lady Sileeds. Yeah, good night. Prince, what do you want to do now? Go to town, I guess? It's a good idea. I'll come along. Got an idea. Let's check out that new rune shop. Heard about the owner. Everyone's saying she's gorgeous. Is it Jean? Probably Jean. You want to check her out too, don't you, Prince? Of course. Prince? Leon, the prince is a man. Men have needs. You certainly ought to know. Leon, this is a necessary step in the prince's growth into manhood. Jeez, cut it out already. I give up. Let's go and get this over with. Alright, now that everyone's in agreement, let's go, Prince. Anybody here? Welcome to the... Queen's Knights and the Prince. My goodness. We come to shop for runes. Hey, take it easy, relax. We just want to ask you something. Where's that really hot girl that works here? Pardon me? Ah, you two, huh? Even the Prince and Queen's Knight. The owner is off today. Come on, are you serious? Kyle? We're sorry to have bothered you. No, that's quite alright. It's just... This is a rune shop, not a club or a sideshow. No one ever buys anything here. They just come to look. Wants us to return to the Sun Palace. I'm going to try and check for... Nope. Oh yeah? Well, you can go to hell. What'd you say to me? Eek! Hey, someone's going to get hurt. Quit it. Hey, Prince. Let me go check this out. Leon? Can you watch him for a minute? I'm going too. Hey, Prince! Prince? What's going on? It's called a fight, Lan. You look old enough to know better. No one talks bad about the Queen. Not in our town. We're gonna kill you. Yeah, just try it. Come on. At least they're fighting for a noble cause, eh? Your Highness, how do you want to handle this? Let's go break it up. Prince! Oh, hey, what's the plan here? Hey, who are you guys? Who cares? Let's get them. It was easy. What's with these guys? They're pretty damn tough. Not bad, Leon. You didn't think I got to be Prince's bodyguard just because of my sparkling eyes, did you? But Prince, that really the real prince? Huh, there's the patrol. Here we go then. I can take care of it from here. Wait, you gotta listen to me. We didn't know it was the prince. Yeah, I heard you. Shut up. No. You're gonna get us for treason. No! Just shut up and get walking. Well, I found out the gist of it. Apparently, those guys with the swords were ex-mercenaries from Stormfist. They got smashed at the tavern and started bad-mouthing the queen. That pissed off some other customers. There you have it. Oh yeah, ask them to keep quiet about the prince stepping in to stop them. Not gonna say a word unless they want to be accused of treason. They were wrong to insult the queen. That's no reason to start a brawl. It's not just the nobles on edge these days. Grand attention always spills out into the streets. Prince, we don't want anything else to happen. Should we head back? Yeah. That beautiful rune mistress isn't around today anyway. Kyle. Or is it just gonna warp us back? Nope, okay.